Look at my face. It's devastating, right?
There's so much to unpack here, but the first thing that I want to say is thank you to the poster of this video. By you sharing your story and being this brave, I totally believe that it will help other people avoid a similar situation. If you haven't watched her video, go back and do it. The long and the short of it is that she got something called a broadband light or intense pulse light procedure that had an adverse event associated with it. I think one of the unfortunate things in the field of aesthetics right now is that a lot of these procedures are not taken seriously. It's thought that since they're cosmetic, that they're no longer medical procedures, and these are medical devices that people are using in these procedures. And because of that, it's possible to have severe adverse events. Now, one of the things that I would like to say to all providers is that if you cannot manage the complications, you should not be doing the procedure. Secondly, one thing that really bothers me about the BBL, IPL procedure in general is that people market it as this laser facial. And that annoys me for two reasons. One, it's not the same as doing a facial. It is not as innocuous as doing a facial, and it's easier to do damage if you don't know what you're doing than it is with a facial. Secondly, this machine is not even technically a laser. The reason that it's not a laser is because it doesn't deliver a collimated amount of light, meaning it's not focused on one spot, and also it's not at a specific wavelength that's controlled like a laser. This IPL delivers many wavelengths of light that you filter down at a certain point. And because of that, there is a little bit less control over what you're targeting within the skin. In my opinion, I've seen way more complications out there from IPL/BBL than I have from actual lasers. And I also think that part of the reason for that is that these machines are often cheaper and they're quite often bought by people who are less experienced because they think, hey, this isn't even a laser, what could go wrong? Lastly, not every procedure can automatically be safely done on melanin-rich skin. Some of them are not suitable, and some of them need very specific settings that you only really get to if you're experienced with doing that work. And this is where I see a lot of aesthetic providers slipping up. They go ahead and they'll just work on anyone without having the appropriate experience and training and without doing their homework. Now, I know that it's hard as a consumer to know who really has the experience sometimes, but make sure you're confident in the providers that you're choosing. Ask them questions. Ask them about their confidence working with melanin-rich skin, and ask them how many of these procedures they've done and how comfortable they are.